I just came back from a much needed getaway in Mexico. I am one to go on trips every few months to clear my headspace, to reconnect with myself, or deepen my connection, should I say. Being in new spaces, changing the scenery and the environment can be so healing. I just love how the wind caresses me, whispers beautiful things, and how every new place I arrive to teaches me something. And to me, that's priceless. It's one of the things that all the money in the world can't get you or can't buy. So I feel so rich at the fact that my will leads me to such places and spaces, and it makes me honor myself a little more and reminds me to continue to trust myself. And to me, trusting myself is loving myself. When I come back from trips, I like to always share my experiences with my dog. I feel like it helps him to feel the void that he felt while I was away and helps him to understand why I was away and where I've been. This has been my longest relationship. We are going on 5 years in November. We've been through so much together, and he has witnessed versions of myself that no one else has. So he's so, so special to me. And I'm so happy that the universe aligned us at such divine timing. There are some rituals that I just cannot live without, and this is one of them. I like to light an incense or burn some sage, palo santo, whatever I feel drawn to in that moment, and just set some affirmations, as most of y'all call it. I call them reminders because I'm not trying to make myself believe anything. I'm reminding myself of all that I am. So I like to take deep breaths and move my body, whether that's yoga or dancing, even. Again, it's literally based on what I feel in that moment. Here, I decided to do some fluid yoga and breath work. This practice brings me back to oneness and wholeness. This is a form of self love to cater to myself and tend to my spirit, to harmonize with my inner world so that the external one can be a reflection of it and not the other way around. I have to have harmony in all that I do, especially when it comes to doing work. I like to take adequate breaks, then get back to it. I'm not rigid with my work anymore, and I found work to be more enjoyable because it is coming from a clear, intentional flow state and not from forced discipline. I've been building World Fit, my brand, for a year and a half now. When I invest time and energy into it, I am always so, so intentional, including with how I show up for it, the products that I put out, and the things that I share about it on social media. It is not easy to build a brand from the ground up, especially when you have no existing business model to follow or no role models in the field that you desire. So the vision that I have for my brand is so profound, so unique. So I always give myself grace as I grow and evolve. So with the brand, so that is a gentle reminder that I always hold dearly.
Tell them put their guns down, cause all them youngins do is spin. Stop the violence, revolution won't be televised, no need for the riots. What you gotta understand, we gotta heal first. Before you pay the bills, bang those to build first. I still kept it pushing on them days, I was still hurt. I'm coming for their natures like them white folks them did hurt. This not the dish, you gotta understand what goes around comes around. Do you not see the loop? If they see this from this lens, baby, then they see the truth. Now society wake
I've actually been here once prior. Actually, was it once? No, I've been here twice before, but it's been a really long time. And the intentions for me being here today is really just to recalibrate, further connect with my roots, connect with my core, um, become oneness, right? Because I am nothing and everything at the same time. Just how so many things can be true at the same time. Like, that's one of the truths that I love to remind myself of, that I am nothing and everything. Once I let go of that need to be someone or something, and I just became everything. So just that little short, small reminder gives me so much strength, so much power, so much optimism that I just love existing by. So let's just go to the next clip because I'm excited to share out this park. I've made it to my spot and I'm going to show you my beautiful view that I'm going to enjoy for the next hour or so. Absolutely stunning. To me, this is like paradise. My imagination is just so vivid, so fluid, and so expansive. So I find heaven everywhere I go. But this is truly breathtaking. Like, look how fluid that water is. Look how it shines. Look how the sun is just glaring. Like, I also want to do a quick what's in my bag. So I'm going to show you everything that I have. First up, I have The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. This is one of my favorite books. I've already read it, but today's intention is really just to go over the parts that I've highlighted before and just read over them as a reminder. I also have my whimsical infinite journal so that I can write down whatever comes to mind, whatever I get inspired by. I love just having something to write with everywhere that I go, especially at the park. I also have this super nostalgic camera. This is one of those cameras that you just take pictures with, and you have to go to like Walgreens or CVS to get your pictures printed. It's like super old school, but I love it. I have so many. I have 3 of these, but I haven't finished all of my films on this one, so I'm gonna be taking some pictures of nature today. I also have my root chakra bowl. It's like a sound bowl. It's probably the smallest sound bowl you've ever seen. It is definitely the smallest sound bowl I've seen. So, but I love it. It's one of my favorite things that I own. Next, I have this clear quartz crystal. This is known as the master healer of the mineral kingdom because of its ability to amplify energy, clear clutter in your mind, really clean your space. You can use it in meditation. It has so many benefits and uses. Also, is great for intention setting, so that's why I brought it. I have my super cute pen. It's golden. I have some coconut water, pistachios for snacking, my little tiny deodorant, and I don't go nowhere without something for my lips to be moisturized and hydrated. So, but that concludes what's in my bag. want to recalibrate my roots chakra right now, so I'm going to go ahead and play us some sounds. Just that vibration, breathing in that vibration, merging with it, feeling it through my bones, feeling it through my ligaments, feeling it vibrate through my blood. It really just helps calm my nervous system and regulate my nervous system. A lot of things, it's just like something you feel, and it's really hard to explain with words, but I always try to do my best. I work on doing my best to explain things to explain the unexplainable, if it makes sense. But really, I guess here I've just been reflecting since I've been here of nature and what it's like to spend time on your own, because I feel like it was really hard for me to, like, I didn't choose at first. When I started spending a lot of time by myself, I didn't choose to do so. It was more of a thing like I was forced to do. My depression took control of my health, my mind, my body. Like everything was just too heavy, too dark, too bare. And it was, I guess, just me being that with just myself was safe. But if I let anyone in, it just felt like I couldn't speak. It felt too, I felt like a burden, and I felt so vulnerable, so exposed, so seen, that I just did not want that for myself. I didn't want people to know what's going on. And even if I felt like I was falling apart inside, like I had to show up for work. I was at the military at the time, so I just couldn't wait to go home to a open, lonely house and just be a blob and just sink into my couch, into the floor, into the bath, the shower, wherever it was that I felt like falling and laying there for hours at the time. I would do so. And I feel like it got to a point where I couldn't even cry because I've cried all the tears I had. I felt horrible inside, but tears wouldn't do me justice. And I also felt like I didn't deserve to cry. I felt like crying was for someone who deserved it, someone who earned crying, and I just felt like I didn't deserve it. So I just carried that burden. Um, Took it to the chin really, but I didn't. I didn't open up to anyone. So solitude became my best friend, and really I just became to. I didn't even know I was learning myself in the midst. It was more of a I'm just alone and lonely and all these things are in my head. But I did start journaling. I was journaling so much, but I was in the house. I wish I would have went out in nature more, but solitude in itself was healing. Even though at the time I couldn't see it as such, but um, yeah, it just reminded me of reflection, and it reminded me of the places I've touched and been, and all of the versions of myself that I've experienced and witnessed, and who I am today wouldn't be able to happen without any of my versions of my past. And I'm just so happy and proud of them, those versions of myself who elevated me, even though when I felt like I couldn't show up anymore, I still did, and that was so powerful. So for that, I just give myself so much grace, so much gratitude, so much space, so much mwah, I love you, reflection. I love you, reflection. I love my own mind. I love how I've witnessed. I love how I was aware of the journey, and just to be here, dude. Like, it's just so surreal, even to have such peace, so tranquility, so such bliss, such joy. I feel like I wasn't even deserving of being happy. I was questioning, do I deserve to be this? Do I deserve to have this? Do I deserve, will I ever be happy? Pain is forever. Like, I didn't think I'd be happy. I didn't think I'd find love. I have real love. And it's just like my life is turning. So much is happening. So much is changing. But I'm flowing. I'm staying fluid, just like the water behind me. tap. Hopefully I could. Just like that water behind me, fluid. And I just wanted to be that reminder for you today that fluidity comes, it's natural. All you got to do is allow it to pass, allow it to enter, allow it to be a part of you, allow it to merge with your being. Because rigidity only creates chaos, it creates stagnation, it creates friction, it creates weight that you do not need to have or carry. The wind always whispers to me that I'm home, I'm safe, I'm whole, I'm abundant, I'm free, I'm grateful. Thank you. I'm so free. And all you gotta do is be, exist. You don't have to be anything outside of yourself. I'm so happy to have found myself. While we on a topic of my inner child, I want to share how I've healed that beautiful, innocent little girl from all of the pain and the doubts that she once felt, from all of her confusion, from her desire to be loved by others, to be seen by her father. I gave her the voice that she once didn't know she had, and the one that she didn't know how to use, not to speak for herself or even to express herself. But now she's so happy and freed from the darkness that once kept us both captive. All that we once craved, we now give to ourselves. And through me loving myself and me living in my authenticity and following my own heart, I've healed her wounds, and that will forever be one of my biggest and greatest accomplishments. This rain literally came out of nowhere. Like, it was just blissful, sunny, and sunshines. Like, what happened? Like, let's go home.
Know that you the one before they say you ain't. Know that you gon' be before they say you ain't. Know that you gon' do it before they say you can't.